In answer to this,
was a Christmas party thrown in Downing Street for dozens of people on December the 18th?
the Prime Minister told Parliament this.
What I can tell the right honourable gentleman is that all guidance was followed completely.
Johnson then dispatched his ministers to tell the public the same thing.
That the rules were followed at all times in Downing Street.
All guidance was carefully followed.
The rules were complied with.
No rules were broken.
It was, of course, completely untrue. Not only was there a party with
Drinks, and there were nibbles, and there were games,
which would have breached the government's guidelines at the time, it appears Downing Street staff were actually laughing about it.
Would the Prime Minister condone having a Christmas?
What's the answer?
I don't know. It wasn't a party, it was cheese and wine.
Just be clear, it's not. Is cheese and wine all right? No. It was a business meeting.
Remember, Johnson had told Parliament unequivocally that no rules had been broken, which meant no party had taken place, because at the time you could not hold a party and comply with rules which clearly said you cannot have a party. Not to worry, the Education Secretary was on hand to convince viewers the Prime Minister had not in fact told Parliament this,
All guidance was followed,
but had said this instead.
The Prime Minister said, to the best of his knowledge, there were no parties.
And here's the Justice Secretary with another gem.
Of course, if there was a formal party held, of course, that's something that was clearly contrary to the guidance.
The law, of course, made no distinction between types of party. You just couldn't have one. The leak of the video to ITV News forced the Prime Minister to make this rare apology.
I apologise unreservedly for the offence that it has caused up and down the country.
And under pressure came this.
I've asked the Cabinet Secretary to establish all the facts.
The Prime Minister asked his top civil servant Simon Case to investigate the party Johnson had unequivocally denied had taken place. So far so good, except
he's off the case. The UK's top civil servant no longer investigating Christmas parties because he was at one.
So it now turns out that one of the Christmas parties took place in the office of the man that's been appointed to investigate the Christmas parties. Is the investigation into the Christmas parties now going to include the man that you appointed to investigate the parties?
you just couldn't make it up.